I'm not going to buy anything. Have you ever heard that before? I'm not going to buy anything. Have you heard it before? Every time somebody walks in the model, they tell you they're not going to buy anything. That is as natural as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Here's a question. Have you ever walked into a retail store and you literally walk into that retail store and what do? You got your money clutched in your hand, you're there on a mission to buy, and the clerk walks up and says, "Hi, how can I help you?" What do you say? "Just looking." You see, that's a very natural reply. So here's what you have to do. First things first, to overcome the customer that says to you, "I'm not going to buy anything," is you have to understand this, that they're there to buy. Why? Let's go back on something that we said. The newspaper says not to buy today, right? But the bottom line is they walk into their home. Anybody that walks into a model is there to buy, but they're going to tell you they're not to buy. So here's what you have to do. You have to have a very planned dialogue on what to say. So when the customer, the prospect starts off with, "Hi, I'm not going to buy today," here's what you say. "Of course you're not. How could you? You don't have enough information to make that kind of a decision, do you? Do you know what my job is? My job is to give you some good information that'll help you make a smart and informed choice. Let's do this, shall we? Let me give you the information and then we'll see how you feel at the end of our time together, okay?" Let me repeat that. Of course you're not. How could you? You don't have enough information to make that kind of a decision, do you? Do you know what my job is? My job is to give you some good information that'll help you make a smart and informed choice. Let's do this, shall we? Let me give you the information, and then we'll see how you feel at the end of our time together. Now, here's what's important. In 99.9% of the cases, they're going to go, "Okay." Now, you think you've sold them, but the bottom line is you have just sold yourself to keep going because the average salesperson gives up their presentation in the first 90 seconds. Why? When the buyer walks in and says, "I'm not going to buy anything," here's what happens. It's like a blow to the emotional solar plexus, knocks the wind out of you, and we give up the presentation in 90 seconds. So you've got to have this one nailed. You've got to have this one down cold, word for word, practice, drilled, and rehearsed. "I'm not going to buy anything today." Of course you're not. You get the drill.